Hi, YouTube. I'm doing a little better today. I got a little bit better sleep, but yeah. Like I said, whenever I want to share in my life, I do pay for it, but that won't stop me. I'm still going to be sharing a whole bunch more. I just needed addresses. So now that I got that and permission to uh, share a little, that's kind of, I love doing it. So I'm not able to often, so when I can, I love it, and I don't care if he gets mad at me for doing that or not. So I was gonna come out this morning, and I was gonna put the camera in his face, and I was gonna say, "Let's a narcissist. Let's talk about your child lives 4 hours away that you don't contact, and her two sons." And then I thought, nah, I'm not going to perpetuate anymore. Um, but I don't cook for it anymore if it's abusive and drinking and stupid and stuff like that. I had made that salad, and that's what I had last night. I put little cheese and a little nuts on it too for the protein, and just had it had carrots and cucumbers and lettuce and a little onion and tomato and stuff like that. So it's like, see, what else did I? Oh, I don't know. That's probably about it, I guess. But or what else did I have in there? Oh, I think that was it. But yeah, I was gonna make steak and salad, and I won't cook for somebody that's being mean. So he fends quite a bit for himself. He buys stuff like burritos to stick in the microwave and or wherever he wants to stick them. But anyway, uh, yeah. Oh, what a wonderful morning it was! It was really cool. I was making my coffee. Um, I usually put the coffee on and then go out and feed my girls and then come back in and see what's on YouTube, and whatever. And so I was making my coffee and looked outside, and I had been talking about eagles yesterday. And I had a baby eagle that used to sit on a back fence post that I had, and I moved the fence now. But I told him, I said, "You can't be here," because I had like little animals in the yard. And he looked at me like his feelings were hurt. It was just a baby eagle. I think it's the same one now. It's about 10 years later. But he does hunt above our meadow here quite often, but usually in the distance. So, what was very odd this morning, and this was extremely odd, it came flying over the front of my yard, looked me right in my eyes in my kitchen window, and flew over my house. So, I went to my other window to see if I could see where he went. And he must have took a right or a left, but it was just, I don't know, it was to me a sign from God because like I was just talking about, I didn't see him the day before, so I don't know. That was just a little surprising. So I mean, to see a great big old eagle, flying above, like flying right at me and then up over the house. It was, and there was no prey in the yard either, so he was hunting most likely, but I don't know. It seems like when I'm sad, like I have blue jays that hang out by my bird feeder a lot, and woodpeckers, and oh, that's something too. Somebody had a bird on their tree and they didn't know what it was. Oh, Ogtelez had a bird, um, and it was a female red-headed woodpecker is what it was. He couldn't identify it, but I have them here. I have ones that are tiny. They're about 6 inches long, and then I have the great big ones too here in the yard. So um, and cardinals and all kinds of birds, of course. But in the spring, the songbirds can get a little bit crazy around here with all the woods around the house. You can hear them. They literally will get you up in the morning, or unless you're hard of hearing, um, maybe not. But yeah, I mean, Doug can sleep through anything. Seriously, I'm pretty light sleeper. I have had to be sleep with one eye open, you know. Oh yeah, yeah. Take that, you bad people. Make a video out of that. Whatever. So, oh, Jacob. Every time I see your name, I get the little song. Do you know John Joseph Jingleheimer Smith? There's actually a song that's a song, but every time I see your name with the three names in there, it's like that reminds me of that song. So yeah, that little clip I passed around that starts listen, like I wrote you, my Muslim friend was passing it around, and I don't think he realized that in English anyway, we don't order people to listen first. And he's like, listen, and then it goes in and says like, you're beautiful, and I love you, you're my friend, blah blah, yada yada, whatever. And it was really cute, but it was extremely odd to me because I think because of the language barrier, I have quite a few people on my page that, well, like the one lady, well, yeah, the one lady in particular, Yasmin, is an English teacher, so she, um, a lot of her people follow me now, so they can get a little better hang on English. And if there's something slang that is like really weird or something, then I'll go write it on her page so they can they really are interested on uh, American slang. That's just like really their thing. So, and my Islamic friends too. I've got like three Mohammeds that follow me. Hi, Mohammeds, if you watch. I don't know that they so much watch my YouTube, but we talk on Facebook. So, but it's just funny. It starts out listen, you know. So yeah, I wanted to clear that up. I thought it was a little strange, but charming just the same. You know, I don't know. That's pretty weird, but yeah. Oh, really? Last night, all I really was talking about and wanted to talk about was the fact that it doesn't matter in a narcissist's life. Um, there can't be any anybody but them. It's like they stay in an infant mindset. I don't know if it's that they were ignored by one parent or over coddled by one, or what it is that triggered them into being so clingy like that, you know. But and I really don't know the psyche on it. I can't, I think maybe for some it's different. I'm not sure. Maybe it's and I look back like with Doug, his mother was like overbearing. I gotta say it like it is. The woman would never be quiet, and she'd repeat the same things over and over in one day, which was kind of disturbing. But I loved her accent. She's was Czechoslovakian, and a woman in my neighborhood that was Polish was one of the only nice people in my life when I was a child. And she was had the same similar Slavic type accent. So, but she wasn't a nice person. But she they sometimes in a narcissist parent, like with his parents, one ignored him. His father spent the life in his garage, which is uh, a big part of Doug's life too. Um, and the mother, had two older children from one marriage, but the older brother to Doug, she sort of coddled like a sunshine boy, is how I look at it. Um, and then was sort of demeaning towards Doug. Um, More in a quiet, neglect, neglectful manner, like I noticed too with my children, like if the dad paid attention to one of the sons and ignored the other one, type of thing, that left that child wanting. I mean, they both wanted attention, healthy attention, but that left the one child wanting that connection from the older brother and the dad. And that's something you'll never achieve because the narcissist parent is never healthy enough to display a healthy, loving relationship. They just don't know how to communicate their feelings in a close manner. And that ends up with the children not being able to talk to their parents, and if they do, it may not be in a healthy manner. So it does get passed on to the next generation, and that's why I'm out here talking about it. Let's just stop this garbage. But and I was right when I clicked off the video last night. He's like, "Why'd you tell me to go sit down?" I said, "That's not what I said. I said I'm making a video," and I closed my door. But it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I told him to go to his room. I go, "Why don't you just go to your room?" You know, and that fried him out. So, payback. I never get away with anything. I mean, I'll always pay, even if it's a kind hearted gesture, I'll always pay for it. See, because I know that they're envious of outgoing personalities and talents and abilities and different things that people possess that kind of like are normal things to do in life. Um, it's so true. But I've like contacted my stepdaughter and been wanting him to, and he just, without my encouraging him, he just won't do it. It's like, I don't understand it. If my kids were only 4 hours away, I'd be driving up there and getting a hold of them. And we did actually at one time with his daughter, and I bought her some gifts, and he just doesn't like, he's so, I mean, I know if I give something away, say if I give like gifts or money or something, then something comes my way. So if I spent that, it's kind of like paying it forward or trading. That's the way God sort of takes care of us, like that. You see what I mean? It's like, but that's not the way it is with a narcissist. It's like, even if they don't need it, they have a trouble giving, and sharing. And it's like I said to him, well, back in the day, if our ma sent us like a $20 bill, that was a big freaking deal. You could do a lot with $20 back in the day. But now, even like $100, that goes nowhere. You know, that's nothing. It's by the time you buy soap and shampoo and toilet paper, $100 is, laundry soap, whatever, bar soap, whatever you use, shampoos, toothpaste, that's gone in a heartbeat. But back in our day, it wasn't like that. Oh, no, what? Oh, I thought I heard. Oh, sometimes our mail lady, she'll honk if Oh, I thought I heard a honk. Sometimes they honk if they have like a package or something. And because I got my horse's gate. Well, I got a gate across the bottom of the driveway, so my horse is out now. So yeah, in the yard. And I like that because people can't just drive in. And it's better than a watchdog, big time. So, but yeah, I asked him. I said, it was a pretty big deal when your mom sent you a gift or of money, wasn't it? And he's like, I don't remember that ever happening. I said, oh, you don't remember like birthday cards with $20 in it and things like that? And he's like, well, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, isn't it? You know, but my mothers don't do that anymore. Well, the one never really did. She met me and give me a few things here and there more to make herself feel better, and the other one I totally insulted enough to where she doesn't want anything to do with me, which is good because and I mean which is I'm better off without them in my life. So if you take something from somebody, it's just like Doug tried to give me something this morning, and I said I'm not asking for handouts from anybody. I don't want anybody giving me anything because um, it's like a black adder. You open up the box and the snake jumps out and bites you. Yeah, that's what you get for. Yeah, don't ever take a gift from a narcissist and think it's free. It's not. So, but anyway, I'm always in a good mood. I just get sad or I get tired, and yeah, I do get lonely, but it's not going to be forever. I'll figure a way out of this mess. The biggest deal with me is my animals. If I didn't have to be here like in the morning to get up and run the water for my horse or feed that chicken that is a stray, and then my cat is old and my horse is old and my dog, I mean, so but those were um, decisions that I made thinking, well, I live in the country now, I can have some animals. And wasn't probably a good decision. So, wow, I still keep, it is awful windy. Excuse me one moment. I still keep seeing stuff. Oh, it is Dougie's driving around the driveway. That's what he's doing. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, I think he knew I was going to make a video and I have the light on in the kitchen here, so. Oh, never a minute's peace. Whatever. If he comes in, I'll just let him be a creep. Um, I'll make him say hi to everybody. He'll love that. Absolutely. I was going to do that last night, but I didn't feel like it. But one of these days I will. Um, well, yeah, some things never change. Oh, what is that? Every day is exactly the same. I think it's Trent Razor. Is that Hurt? No, that's a different one, I think. Oh, Nine Inch Nails. I think it is their song, though. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Trent Razor's unplugged version of Hurt is amazing. Horrible. If you haven't heard it, you might want to hear it. It's, yeah. But the biggest thing in the whole song is the last verse that if he could, like, take away everybody's pain, if he could figure a way to fix everything, he would do that. And that, I feel like that's so much. I don't just feel for myself, I feel for everybody, you know? Even the mean ones. It's really hard. Last night I told him, I said, I hope the next time you eat something you choke. I hope God has you choke. And then I was thinking, because I'm not going to help you. Or I might have said that, but I would. I'd probably, like, if he was choking, I might kick him in his chest. No, I would actually. I have saved him. I literally saved his life. You might see when I have something a little like on my shoulder showing. It looks like it's sticking out and stuff. Yeah, I caught him on my shoulder. He was falling out of a tree, gonna drop the chainsaw. So I ran across the driveway as he was hanging on the branch with a running chainsaw and put him on my shoulder. Then I kind of hoisted him up, and when it come back down, it took my whole shoulder out. It broke my arm down in here, down into the ligaments way down in here and here and on this side. And I went to physical therapy, and that I worked for a physical therapist. I did more for myself than they did, and the chick was kind of coming on to me, and it's like, okay, enough of this. I'll just go home and take care of myself. So yeah, but and he said I should have let him drop, and so then and then when I say that I wouldn't help him, those are the things that happen or he says that makes me not want to, if you see what I mean. It's not like I'm cold-hearted. Like, it's my natural instinct is to run and save anybody and put my life in danger trying to do it if need be. If I think I could save somebody by getting in the way of a car and both of us getting out of there alive, I would try and save somebody, that type of thing. So, or if somebody's cut or hurt or choking, I've saved a lot of epileptics and people choking, and so. But I literally have had people sit there and watch me bleed, watch me choke, and sit there and watch me. Isn't that weird? You know, literally, you know. So I don't know why I still have it in me to want to save somebody that wouldn't want to save me, but I do. And it's still in me. That's the way I am. So, oh, now it's clouded over again. It was sort of sunny earlier. But yeah, when I have like a upset night like that, I don't ever really sleep well. And it's been a lifelong thing. And I do know, no matter where I go, I don't know. I just go back to like when I go to the store. If I smile at like the cashier and she's sitting there, I just can't deal with it. It's like, um, it rips my heart out. It's like I can't deal with that crap. I hate it. I really hate it. You know, I'm praying more than anybody. I think for um, God to finally put His foot down and just say, okay, that's it. Time's up. There's not going to be any more mean shit on this planet. You creeps are done, you know, because I know He can make their heart hurt. Well, then make their hearts hurt. If their hearts hurt bad enough, they won't be able to function because that's what they do to good people. So that's how I feel. I don't, not out of vengeance, um, out of self-preservation, you know, retribution, perhaps, but not vengeance. I don't feel vengeful. Well, sometimes I do, but right this second I don't. So, to be honest, yeah. Oh, yeah, like I'll look at him and think I just like to smack you. When I start feeling like that, that's when I knew that I had to make so many degrees of separation, like the written divorcement paper. And it's not just a threat, it's an actual thing that I'm not going to lose my place that I've helped buy because somebody makes poor decisions in their life. So, um, strategically speaking, there's no reason why I should have to do that. And I should be able to have my own room in my own house and my own peace and quiet, which is rare. But that should be a possibility for everybody. But I still shouldn't have to even leave my animals or find homes for animals because somebody isn't right with God, you know. I'm not saying he doesn't believe in God, but he doesn't display the beliefs. And I've never prayed with Doug, never. And I've even expressed the want to do that. And it's not something that happens. He says he prays, but he's even like, oh, I pray for your children. And it's like, yeah, what are you praying for? What are you saying when you are praying? Because I don't trust it. Why would I? I don't have any reason to, honestly. Because my kids did extend their friendship and their love, that's the way they are. And it wasn't reciprocated. A fake sense of it was, but not a real friendship, not a real tender, loving friendship of reality like that. You know, just sort of a facade. You know, just thought I'd get on here and tell you what is on my mind. Um, I know this summer's going to be much better because I think I'm going to get a tent and a BB gun. Oh, an air gun, that'd be better. Yeah, with some like rubber bullets or something. Um, I just want peace and quiet in my life. I hope I find that someday. And then too, I want friends. I want to be able to have friends that like to do the same things I do, like either sing songs, make music, take walks, look for agates, whatever, you know, things I like to do. And um, that reminds me, I was gonna ask if my kids are watching um, from a western state over there, do you all have agates there? And if so, what do they look like? Is it mostly granite like Montana is, or is it? Do you have like quartz crystals in your rocks around there? And the geology of other states that I haven't been to. I haven't been to. Let's see, Oregon and Washington and Alaska and Hawaii. Those are the only states I haven't been to. So those are the only ones that I don't know what the rocks look like. But I assume, being like if next to Oregon, I've been in Idaho or wherever, and um, you know, different states that they would be similar. But see, here in Minnesota, we have the superior agates, which can be really, really red, from reds to purples and oranges, really, really beautiful designs and lines in them. And like around places like our road, the creek bottom has a lot of beautiful and meteorites, which are magnetic, which are really cool. And cobalt, we have some cobalt, which is really rare to find, but I got a few chunks. One's about like that big around, and just an ounce of cobalt goes for about 10 years ago, it was about $45 an ounce. And that's the only rock that they can get a true blue. That's why your blue glassware is so expensive, because but it goes a long way. All they got to do is put a few grams of that cobalt blue when they're blowing the glass or whatever they're doing to form it, or glazing with pottery, that type of thing. So it just takes a few grams to produce that glassware, which is some of my favorite. So, well, I'm going to let you go. I love you very much. Thank you for joining me, and um, I might be back later. I'll have to see how things go, uh, or how I feel. I'll see. But peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good day, everybody.